Hello students, welcome back for module 3. Now in module 3 we are going to do some very important thing. Important why? Because in secondary school now you are starting in class 6 and you will hear in class 6 in whole numbers you will learn some characteristics of numbers, and these characteristics will remain with you in your all the classes. You will need these characteristics of numbers. So what are these characteristics? Now numbers have got some unique speciality about them. Okay, like each one of us have got some characteristics, some properties of us. Some we may be very good with our guitar. So like if your friend have to introduce you to someone, what he or she will do, that this is suppose Ram, he plays his guitar very well, so the other person will know that you play the guitar very well. So similarly number has got some speciality, some characteristics which makes them unique, and these characteristics, these properties helps us to equate or solve them in a much simpler manner. So properties gives the characteristics of numbers. It helps us to solve numbers which are given in a very easy manner, to solve them by using these special properties. Now, so what is the first property we are going to do? So here you can see that I have written properties of whole numbers. You also need to write it down in your notebooks. So first property, as I have written, you can see on the board, is closure property. So I need to write here the property also, closure property. Now what is closure property? Closure property says, you tell me, if I add two natural numbers, what will you get? You can think any number of your own. I'm thinking like 2 plus 3. 2 is a natural number, 3 is a natural number. If I add 2 plus 3, what we are getting? 5. 5 is also a natural number. So here we will not talk of natural numbers, but we will talk about whole numbers. So if I say, are the sum of two whole numbers a whole number? 0 plus 7, 7. 1 plus 7, 8. So you see the answer is also coming a whole number. Now, if I multiply two whole numbers, 2 into 5. 2 is a whole number, 5 is a whole number. 2 5s are 10. Right. So 10 is also a whole number. If I take 0 into 5, 0 is a whole number, 5 is a whole number. 0 5s are 5. That means whole number follows closure property. In which operation? In addition, multiplication. Now in maths we know there are only 4 operation, and we go around this 4 operation. Whatever we have to do, these are the 4 pillars. We have to do one among them only, either plus or minus or multiply or divide. Now let us take the case of subtraction. If we subtract two whole numbers, do we get a whole number? Let me take an example here. Now suppose if I take 3 minus 1. How much do you get? 3 minus 1 is 2. But then if I change the order, because my question is just if I subtract two whole numbers. So if I want, I can write it like this also. Then what will you get here? 1 minus 3. You have 1 toffee and you are giving away 3 toffees. Is it possible? Till now you don't know, isn't it? So what answer will come here? You don't know. You will know it in your second term. So this subtraction is not possible. That is, if we subtract two whole numbers, the answer may be a whole number or it may not be a whole number. Similarly, if I divide, suppose 4 is a whole number, 2 is a whole number. If I divide, 4 divided by 2 is 2. But I cannot say the same thing if I change their order. 2 divided by 4, that means 2 is the dividend and 4 is the divisor, right? So 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. How much you are getting? 1 by 2. You are not getting a whole number. 1 by 2 is not a whole number. So what can you say? That whole numbers are not closed under subtraction and division. So what you have to write is that here you will write that whole numbers follow closure property in case of addition and multiplication. It is not closed under subtraction and division. So you will have to write this point here, what I have said. Okay, if you want to write examples also with it, you can write down the example also. Now let us take property number 2. And what is our second property? Second property is commutative property. Commutative property. Now if you have problem in writing the notes which I have just explained and told you how to write it down, you can go to the last page of the chapter. There you will find on the notes page some hints are there, some notes are there. From there also, if you want, you can write it down, or you can open your book and write down the points from there also. Next is commutative property. Now commutative property we use when there are two whole numbers. So what do we do with two whole numbers? See children, if I give you two numbers 2 and 3 and I ask you, you add 2 plus 3, what will you say your answer? 5. Now if I say you rearrange the number 3 plus 2. So 3 plus 2, how much do you get? 5. So 2 plus 3 and 3 plus 2 gives you the same solution. Similarly, if I say you multiply 2 and 3, what will be your answer? 2 3s are 6. And if I ask you to rearrange them, 3 into 2, 6. So 2 3s are and 3 into 2. Both gives us the same answer. But can we say the same thing in case of subtraction? So if I write 4 minus 2, you get the answer 2. And 2 minus 4, do you get the answer 2? No. So they are not equal. Similarly, let us take the case of division, which we have seen in the previous case also. 4 divided by 2 gives the answer 2. But 2 divided by 4, you have seen it gives the answer 1 by 2. So are they equal? No, they are not equal. So what can we say? That whole numbers follow commutative property in case of addition and multiplication. It is not commutative for subtraction and division. So you need to write these 2 points. I hope I am very clear. Thank you.